Hi everyone. Now in this section I'm going to coach you the cross-browser testing and cross-platform testing. This is one of the exciting topic and you will get a lot of information. As you can see in this image below, the websites needs to view on the different cross-platform testing like the Mac system, the iOS system, the Windows system, Linux system. So how you can perform the cross-browser testing. You need to understand after this section cross-browser testing, why cross-browser testing, how to perform cross-browser testing and the cross-platform testing. The main objective of this session is all about the cross-browser testing, the cross-platform testing independently. You will get all these stuff. The cross-browser testing is a process to test the web application across multiple browsers. So if someone else asks you this question, you will let them know in a very confident way, like cross-browser testing involves checking the compatibility of your application across multiple web browsers. And you need to ensure that your web application work correctly across different web browsers. And this is applicable to both web and mobile applications. So why cross-browser testing? Cross-browser testing, internet users have wider choices of browsers when it comes to surfing the internet. And it is our responsibility as a designer, as a developer, as a tester that we need to ensure that our website we have created are compatible for most of the commonly used browser these days, so that our website exhibits the same behavior in all the browsers. As you can see, the most famous browsers like Opera, Chrome, Firefox, and then the Safari. So billions of users are using these browsers, and our websites should have the compatibility to run and work as per the customer expectation. How it can be performed? The cross-browser testing can be performed either the manually or by using the different tools. The cross-browser, the goals and challenges is: does the site look okay? Are there any bugs? Does the user interaction feel good? Is the site optimized for mobile? So these are the things you are validating: the layout, the usability perspective, the content perspective are the main challenges we are facing when we are performing the cross-browser testing. Manual testing can be multiple channels, multiple operating system, multiple browser, multiple machines, and but clearly this leads to multiple problems and multiple investments and multiple challenges we will be facing. As you can see in the image below, the website is open in the different devices browsers, like on laptop, the desktop, and then the iPads, and there are so many different mobile devices, and the ultimate objective is to just check all the multiple channels. Testing with tools: there are some virtual private machines using which you can connect with remote machines and check the working and retention of your Java, Ajax, and Flash and other pages. Most of these are secure, but since you are submitting your information to the third party, certain analysis on the description is advised. Screenshots are provided for the pages, links submitted of how they appear in the multiple browsers static. Multiple browsers are synchronized with the respective operation perform on one, and the results are presenting on the browser wise. Now I would like to say show the retention of the page at multiple screen resolution. When there will be any problem encountered, a video or screenshot captured or recorded and transport the problem for further analysis. Spot generally is available for both web and mobile application. Which application undergo this? So a customer facing applications are the best choice. Application one, an application developed to for a company internally keep track record of inventory. Another application is for end user to buy product of from this company. It is appropriate that best idea would be to test the application 2 from browser compatibility testing, since it's impossible to control the browser platform version to the end user going on. On the other hand, if all computer internally to use the company use Windows 10 machine with the Chrome browser, then there is no need to look or test for anything else with respect to application. But if the similar application is testing for outside of the premises, then you need to know about your customer journey. Browser use in testing mostly these days, the people are using the Chrome, Firefox as a default browser. But since there can be some dramatic differences between the platforms, so it is advised that choosing include the following in our all the testing types like Firefox, Safari, the Internet Explorer, the iPhone, the Windows, the BlackBerry, and the iPad. And these are the browsers. You need to understand the Chrome different versions, the yearly wise, like since 2015 to now, how the ratios the people are using the different browsers like the Chrome 6. The rate is increasing. The Internet Explorer, Firefox, the most famous one you will be able to see the Chrome browser. So after that, we have ourselves like the testing challenges. Here are certain issues across. Some of these are included. Cross-browser application testing may be considerable more complicated since you have always be challenging to complete the task on time. So you need to ask your customer like how many browsers you are supposed to us that we need to check the cross-browser testing now. So you must ask this question in detail. The testing process runs through a test of styles functionality in your preferred browsers to develop the basic idea of how site looks and functions. Get a list of issues started so that they can be referred when the same issues are spotted in other browser. Test all the other browsers one at a time, starting with the oldest version of the Internet Explorer. Helps to quickly separate the issues the most likely affect the browser from the issues that are probably just related to the Internet Explorer. So once all you know about the desktop browsers have been reviewed, wrap up the testing with mobile devices. Then you need to do the responsive criteria if the site is being reviewed is not responsive, which I already told you in the previous slides. We usually limit our devices testing or just to iPad or iPhone to make sure these are not creating any blocking issue. If the site is responsive, we test using the standards browser on all the major mobiles. So if there will be limitation in the testing across the multiple browser and devices can become very time consuming. So we try to aim our test towards the front end styles and any custom functionality utilizes the JavaScript or the back end programming rotation, banner, drop down menus, images scaling, H over forms. These are the limitations you must know about. The graceful degradation is all about the Internet Explorer, the common to see minor differences in spacing, positioning, edge hovering. All these are compared in the different browsers rather than reviewing all the styles and features. The main focus of testing shifts to functionality and the usability. This is the one of the most important point you need to have in your mind when you are performing the responsive testing now. So best time for cross-browser testing is any testing reaps the best benefit when it is done early on. Therefore, the individual industry recommendation is to start with as soon as the gap page designers are available, but it is also can be performed when the site is fully integrated and functional. So if you have missed the bugs on performing the cross-browser testing during the design development and QA phase, it can still be done while the application in the production. However, this is the closest of all. The risky part will come here as well now. So the conclusion is since browsers are constantly updating and viewing the new versions are being released on the regular basis, keeping track of any challenges, changes that might impact how sites work is important. It is essential to continue to test across wide variety of browser devices in order to accommodate a broader audience. So one thing site owners can do that determine which main browsers to focus on it viewing their site analytical reports. The report will show the percentage of the site viewing using the specific browsers, versions, operating system, and devices now. And you need to ensure that content display functions correctly in all the application across the browser and help to produce the best possible experience of your current and users and expand your future audience now. So that's all about the cross-browser testing. If you would like to learn more about the cross-browser testing, so these are the links I strongly recommend. You can go and read more stuff regarding cross-browser testing. So thank you very much all for listening these sessions. Looking forward in the next